You've heard of the Bermuda Triangle, but tonight we're asking you to look closer to home, into the heart of the American Midwest. This is Lake Michigan, a beautiful body of water, but lurking just beneath the surface is a patch of inland sea where planes disappear without a trace. Massive ships are swallowed whole, and compasses spin like they're drunk. Welcome to the Lake Michigan Triangle, a zone of impossible disappearances that has haunted sailors and pilots for nearly a century. Welcome to Streetlight Stories. To understand this mystery, we have to go all the way back to the turn of the 20th century. In 1891, the massive schooner, the Thomas Hume, was sailing across the lake to deliver a load of lumber. It was a clear, calm day, and the ship was near its destination. Then, just silence. The Thomas Hume simply vanished. There was no distress call, no debris, and no bodies were ever found. It was as if it was erased from existence. But the story gets even weirder. A month later, the crew of another ship claimed they saw the Hume, sailing ghost-like with full sails, before it vanished again into the fog. Was it swallowed by a sudden, freak storm, or did it become the very first victim of something far, far stranger? The phenomenon didn't stop with old sailing ships. It escalated in the modern era, targeting air travel. The most famous case is that of Flight 2501 in 1958. Northwest Airlines flight carrying 58 passengers was making its way from New York to Seattle. As it passed over the eastern edge of the triangle, the pilot reported being forced to descend due to severe turbulence. Then, the transmission just cut out. The flight was gone. The search that followed was massive, covering thousands of square miles of the lake. But all they found were small bits of debris, things like seat cushions and a few personal effects. 0 bodies were ever recovered. To this day, the main wreckage of the plane and the 58 people aboard remain lost somewhere in the cold, dark depths of Lake Michigan. The lake holds its secrets tight, and this is one of its most tragic. So what is going on out there? What connects all these strange and tragic events? The most common thread among all the disappearances, from small planes to massive cargo ships to simple leisure crafts, is the report of total navigational failure. Pilots and captains describe their compasses spinning wildly, literally, drunk on the inland sea, as one sailor famously put it. This leads us to the most persistent theory. The triangle is a vortex of magnetic anomaly. Something in this specific area of the lake is playing havoc with technology. One idea suggests that this is due to a huge underground deposit of highly magnetized iron ore, messing with any instruments that fly over it. Another, far more unsettling theory, involves something like a time warp. There's a bizarre report from 1957 of a pilot flying over the lake who claimed his plane was violently thrown 45 minutes into the future after a brilliant green flash of light. He said one moment it was one time, and the next, nearly an hour had passed instantly. Did he simply encounter a natural, magnetic anomaly, or was it something intentionally placed there, waiting? If the magnetic anomalies are a natural occurrence, what about the completely unnatural things found there? In 2007, an underwater archaeologist was surveying the lakebed for shipwrecks when he discovered something that made no sense. A series of massive stones, arranged in a perfect circle, nearly 40 feet beneath the surface of the lake, directly inside the triangle. Dubbed the Michigan Stonehenge, this formation is baffling enough on its own. But it gets even crazier. One of the stones appears to feature a carving of a mastodon, an animal that has been extinct for over 10,000 years. So what is it? Could this be a lost, ancient city? A sacrificial site from a forgotten culture? Or is it something more active? A beacon, perhaps, drawing ships and planes toward a powerful energy source hidden beneath the water? An ancient machine that still, somehow, works? The questions raised by this discovery are almost more frightening than the disappearances themselves. From the ghost ship Thomas Hume to the lost wreckage of Flight 2501, the Lake Michigan Triangle continues to operate with a terrifying efficiency. Whether it's a random magnetic field, a natural energy vortex, or something being controlled by an ancient submerged structure, one thing is absolutely certain. There is a shadow on Lake Michigan that refuses to be solved. And we've only just begun to illuminate the urban shadows that hide all around us. If you want to explore more of them, hit that like button and subscribe to Streetlight Stories for more unsettling tales that are hiding right outside your window. Your next mystery starts now. Thanks for watching.